Sometimes I make videos because just, hey, why not? But today I'm making a video because I feel truly compelled to do so, and I want to make a stand. Today I'm going to be talking about Marcus Rashford and why you should respect him. Marcus Rashford has had a rough few months. It turns out he was playing injured for nearly an entire season, and then, to add to the pain, he lost the Europa League final with Manchester United in a penalty shootout. However, he did score his penalty, but in the Euro 2020 final, England's first final since 1966, Rashford was one of 3 players who missed. And what happened next is truly horrifying. People from all around the country and the world began giving very racist comments to Marcus Rashford and his teammates, particularly Rashford. And recently, people have been jailed because of it, and shockingly, one of those people was a teen. Whoever the hell you are, get a life. Don't go around abusing Marcus Rashford, who's 10 times the man you'll ever be, okay? Now, back to Marcus Rashford. He missed the first 2 months of this season's Premier League campaign due to the shoulder injury, which he had to get surgery for. However, he scored 2 goals against Leicester on his debut in October. Things were looking good for the Manchester United player. But then it all fell apart. He's only got 5 goals this campaign, and he's got over 20 in his last 2 seasons. What's more, he's not even starting most games this year, and he's been refused England call-ups by Gareth Southgate. And now that we've seen how he's had not the best of seasons, let's look at where he came from in the first place. Marcus Rashford was born in Wythenshawe, Manchester, in 1997. He wasn't from the richest of families, but he loved football and quickly developed a passion for it, and started with kick-ups and then improved himself and became a very talented young football player. Eventually, he joined Manchester United's academy and rose to the ranks until this stunning moment. At the age of just 18, he scored 2 goals against FC Midtjylland, I don't know how to pronounce that, on February 28, 2016. This was the moment a Manchester United legend was born. 2 goals on his debut aged just 18, and that was only the beginning. He then scored 2 more goals on his Premier League debut against Arsenal, and then he scored the winner in a Manchester derby. That alone makes him one of the greatest players in the history of Manchester United, but there's more. Just a few short months later, Marcus Rashford was one of the best players on the Manchester United team, and he continued delivering great goal-scoring performances. In the Champions League in 2018-19 against PSG, Manchester United had to score a penalty in the last minute if they wanted to make it to the quarterfinals. And Marcus Rashford stepped up, confidently beat Gianluigi Buffon, and shot Man United into the quarterfinals of that year. Then, in 2020-21, the season he was injured, he scored a hat-trick against PSG, and in the 2019-20 and 2021 seasons, he has scored over 20 goals in a season. Incredible. I'm sure while he's having a bad season, he will come back. This is Marcus Rashford. He's one of the greatest players in the history of Manchester United and will probably go on to become the best. And that's just what he's done on the pitch. Off the pitch, he thought, in the COVID-19 pandemic, he thought back to how life wasn't always easy for him growing up. And so he decided to raise his voice to the UK government to bring back the food voucher scheme to make sure kids like Marcus were growing up, who weren't the most fortunate when it came to money, had good opportunities to food and education. Marcus Rashford went from footballing hero to national hero and international hero. Thank you, Marcus Rashford, for the incredible performances. Keep it going. If you're listening, Marcus, I believe in you. Everyone who's sane believes in you, and we know you're going to do amazing things in the future, and you already have. Thank you.